What's poppin' YouTube? It's your girl A back with another video on my channel.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.
If you are new here, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that bell to be notified every single time girl load a video. And that's gonna be per on the road to make 20K and not the little one. Make sure y'all follow me on all my social media accounts. It will be in the intro, the outro, and the description box down below. But as you guys read by the title, today will be a girl talk video, a very last minute video, I just need to put some content up video. So I hope y'all enjoy it. I already did one girl talk. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go watch it. But I didn't realize how long it's been. Like, it's been 6 months since I filmed that video. Like 6 whole months, which is crazy. So I'm like, why not go ahead and film me a girl talk video? Please excuse my lace, y'all. Your girl get her hair done at the end of this week, so don't play with me. But yeah, so today we're just gonna be talking about really some random topics. Like, you feel me? Like, so let's just get into it. Like, let's just get into it. So one of the first, I'm kind of going off the dome. Oh, and y'all, clink clink. Cheers to the first day of fall, Bookie. It is literally the first day of fall. It is Monday, September 22nd when I'm filming this video. Period. So happy fall. I love the fall. I just love this time of the year, boo. Really, for real. So clink. Don't ask me what's in my cup. I hope this lighting is okay, y'all. Still have not got my ring lights. But I promise if I do any more sit-down videos, I'ma have it, boo. I'ma have it. I ain't got it, but I'ma have it, okay? But yes, my cup said gift that, so make sure y'all go get you a cup of whatever. Tea, water, juice, wine, liquor, cut water, baby, whatever you, go get you some so we can sip it together, okay? So let's get into it. So the first topic I want to touch on, I hate this conversation so bad. I want to fight. I hate this conversation so bad. The first topic, y'all, is 50-50. 50-50 in relationships. So for those that don't know, if you're new to my channel, your girl is 23 years old. I'm just a girl in my 20s, boo. I'm just a girl in my 20s. I'm 23, gonna be 24 soon, y'all, which is crazy. So yeah, now I've never lived with a boyfriend, with a partner, but I'm gonna give my take on it and my opinion on it. And the first thing I'm gonna start off by saying is, do what works for you. I'm sick of this conversation. Let's wrap it up. Like, why is this still an ongoing debate? Why is this still a conversation? Why is this still a topic? You feel me? Like, I feel like it's very, like, dragged at this point. But my take on it is literally do what's best for you. I just feel like nothing is wrong with 50-50, y'all. Honestly, I don't think nothing's wrong with 50-50, but it depends on your lifestyle. It depends on what both of y'all do for a living. It depends on your upbringing. It just depends on so many different factors that you really can't tell the next person, oh no, like, don't go 50-50 with him. Or you can't tell this person, no, don't let him pay all the bills. Like, is you cool? It just depends on the situation, y'all, and what class of living you're in. Like, you feel me? Like, you see what I'm saying? And I'm just so tired of this topic, but I want to touch on it because everybody else touch on it and talk about it so motherfucking much, and I'm tired of hearing it, but we're gonna talk about it today. So yeah, I just feel like do what works for you, honestly. Hopefully the echo not too bad in here. I'm gonna try to maybe put some background music, I don't know. But yeah, so it's just like, let's wrap the conversation up. Nothing is wrong with 50-50. Nothing is wrong with a man paying all the bills. Me personally, if I want to speak on me, if I move in with a boyfriend, a partner, a girlfriend, whatever, I just feel like where I'm at in life right now, I would much rather go 50-50. Because for one, I don't want a man saying he do everything for me. For two, I don't want to get dependent on him knowing I'm not where I want to be in life yet, as in I don't make the amount of money that I want to make yet. So let's say I make it a habit that he's paying all the bills, he could up and leave me, and then what if I can't afford it? You see what I'm saying? You gotta think smart, Bookie. So it's like, me personally, I would go 50-50 right now at this point in my life. Now, will I feel like this forever? Once I get rich and like I get me a rich man and we both rich, like, If you want to pay all the bills, that's fine. Even if he still wants to go 50-50, that's fine. I feel like 50-50 is okay now. And I also feel like 50-50 is okay later. Like, I'm cool with whichever way it go. Like, if my man wanna, or I'm also cool with, like, I pay the smaller amount of bills, then he just pays the rent. So I pay utilities and he pay the rent. I feel like that's cool for you to do, whether you're rich, not rich. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm so sick of this topic of conversation. First of all, I don't genuinely feel like it's a man's obligation to pay all the bills. Let's clock that tea. I'm clocking the girlie's tea today. Like, I don't be on the girl's side all the time. I be on the side of right. And I just feel like you can't say, well, if that's what you want, that's fine. It's okay to want that, but I don't feel like it's a man obligation to pay every single bill. I don't give a damn. I just don't care what the situation is. I just don't think that's not our obligation. That can be a want for you, but I don't feel like it's a real obligation. Like, is you cool? Like, are you serious? Like, why does, like, who said who made that rule book? You feel me? Like, you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, who made the rule book? Who said that, oh, he got to pay all the bills? Huh? Even if he brings in the most money, I just feel like, nah. See, I'm very dominant as well, so maybe that's also why I feel the way that I feel. But this is just my opinion, y'all. Like, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Clock it. So with that being said, I just feel like I don't feel like it's a man obligation to pay every single bill. Now, would I let a man pay every single bill? Yes, just not right now at this state in my life. Like, I would much rather my man pay every single bill once I'm like where I want to be in life. And I know that kind of sounds backwards, but it's just like, I look at it from the point of view of like, I don't want no man to feel like he the breadwinner because you paying all the bills. Like, no. So once I get rich, if that's what you decide to do, that's fine. Because guess what? You already know I'm the breadwinner. You the breadwinner, but I am too. So we equal. It's even. So it's like, yeah, you can pay all the bills and you can leave it tomorrow too, and they still gonna get paid. You feel me? So that's my take on it. I don't want to spend too much time on that topic. I'm tired of hearing it. Can we please stop talking about it? I did not mean to run on the camera. But can we please stop talking about it? Can we wrap this up, please, Bookie? Thank ya. Next topic, boo. I'm just kind of going off the dome with this video, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's touch on relationships. Now, relationships is a broad conversation. It could go many different ways, but I'm gonna speak on dominance and submissiveness in a relationship. When to be dominant and when not to be dominant. Now, some people are naturally dominant. Some people are naturally submissive. Some people are a balance of both. Me personally, I'm more so the dominant one. Like, I'm dominant, and I have ran off a lot of men that way because I stand firm in who I am. I'm dominant. I'm not gonna shut up and listen. I'm not, but I'm also real big on you can't expect a girl to be soft if you're not creating that space for her to be soft. Now, some girls are naturally soft, given, but I'm not one of them. And I just feel like if you're not creating that space for me to be soft, then I cannot be soft. Like, I get told, like, I've been told 1,000 times, you too hard, your mouth too crazy, which I can work on my mouth, given, I can work on my mouth regardless. But that's besides the point. Like, are you creating that safe space for me to be submissive? I'm not naturally submissive for no one. And some people are. And for my girlies that are just naturally submissive, you gotta learn how to not be so submissive, because sometimes men will take advantage of that. When they know you're naturally soft, you're naturally submissive, they take advantage of that. So you just gotta know when to show that and when not to show that. And the signs will be there. You'll know. Just don't give it that off rip. But me personally, I don't have that problem because I'm just naturally dominant. I'm just naturally dominant, and I'm gonna be soft one of these days, Bookie. Like, I've been soft before for a man or for a relationship, but like, given, that's something that has to be earned. Like, is you cool? Literally. So with that being said, I'm not gonna speak on that too much, but me personally, I don't think nothing is wrong with being submissive and nothing is wrong with being dominant, but there's levels to it. Personally, I feel like it's levels to it. Like, I was reading the text, but yeah, so I just feel like it's really levels to that, y'all. Some men just don't, like, everything over here, baby, has to be earned. But guess what? I also don't ask for nothing that I can't give. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen that post before that says, my standards are high because I can reciprocate anything that I'm asking for or however it goes. That's me real bad. And that's how I feel, not just about like, just in relationships in general, that's how I feel. Like, I'm not gonna ask you for something that I'm not giving or I can't give you. You feel me? So yeah, I just feel like men just always want somebody that's so submissive and that shut up and listen. But are you creating that space? Are you creating a space for that woman, for that lady to be that way? You get what I'm saying? And given sometimes the woman is the problem. Like sometimes maybe I am the problem. Sometimes maybe the guy is creating that space, but I'm not used to that. But given, it just takes time. You feel me? It takes time. And me personally, I just feel like everybody's not worth submitting for. Like, period. Like, I will be submissive, but I'm just naturally dominant. And that, once again, nothing's wrong with being submissive, but you gotta earn it over here, Bookie. I'm sorry. You just gotta earn it over here. Like, y'all, my lace is bothering the fuck out of me. But you just gotta create that space. So if you're not creating that space, then I just feel like what we complaining for? Like, I get told so much I'm too hard. I think I'm a dude. I think I'm a nigga. All this stuff. Like, I've been told this by several people. Like, whether it's friendship, relationship, partners, somebody I'm talking to, dating, whatever. But, and I don't feel bad for it because you're not going to run all over me. And you have to set boundaries. Heavy on the boundaries. A lot of my ladies get played to the left because y'all don't have no boundaries set. Like, you, and this goes into my next topic, confidence. When you have that confidence, like, if you carry yourself like you're the shit, guess what? You're gonna be treated like you're the shit. I don't give a fuck if you go home and you look in the mirror and you're the least confident person in the world, just work on it. But when you step outside them doors, when you step outside of your comfort space, you're the shit. You gotta just tell yourself that, because I'm telling you, men, people in general can read when a woman is not confident in herself. Like, if you're not confident in yourself and who you are as a woman, people can see that. People can read that. And I've always been confident my whole life. Even back when I wasn't like the baddest, like in school and stuff, like it used to give nerd a little bit. Like I used to just like it. Like the whole look and my whole aesthetic didn't really give till I got around 17, 18. Like before that, I never really was like, I went through this boyish phase, but then before that, I went through this phase of like, I ain't gonna say I didn't look up to par, but you know what I'm saying? Like I had my little ugly phase or whatever you wanna call it, but back then you still can tell me that. To me, I was the baddest. To this day, I'm the baddest. And when you carry yourself like the baddest, you get treated like you're the baddest. And if a nigga or anybody don't wanna treat you like that, then leave. Like, I don't care how much you love that man. If you know he is not treating you of value and of your worth, you got to go. You got to go, my boy. You got to go. Like, period. You got to go. And that's just what it is. So, that was my next topic, confidence. Look. I know for some women it's a work in progress. Me personally, not too long, I've been confident my whole life because I was just raised to be that way. Like I've always been that girl to me. I never care what nobody around me said about me because I knew in my heart, even if I wasn't the cutest to those around me. Let me tell y'all something. I'm finna clock some tea. The same girls that like all the dudes was after around the time I was in high school and stuff, around that era, the same girls that these dudes used to go after and be chasing behind, and the popular girls, I'm shitting on them. I'm shitting on them hoes. Like in every, not even just with, well, looks is one, but in every aspect of life, like I'm shitting on most, like, let me not. You know what I'm saying? But y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Like, when you're yourself, you're gonna gravitate what's for you. Like, it's gonna all come to you. It's gonna all come to you when you have that energy and that aura. Like, you that girl, you know you that girl. Like, trust me, okay? Let's get into the next topic, Bookie. I'm not sure how many topics I want to do. That was 3, right? So let's do 2 more topics before we close out the video. Which I'm not sure what I even want to be, y'all. I'm kind of just freestyling this video, and I really hate the lighting. I really hate this lighting, so my apologies if it looks too terrible. But it's okay, because we gonna get it together, okay? We gonna get it together. So, anywho, let's talk about saving your money. Your girl done blues a bed. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Start saving soon as you start working, period. I don't care if you're 16, 17, and whenever you get your first job, always pay yourself. Always. I don't care how bad you want something. I don't care if you got no bills, no priorities, and you want to go out and buy this $200 bag because your check was $500. This is just an example. I don't care if you go and buy a $200 bag, but your check was $500. Why'd you spend the $200 on a bag when you could have paid yourself with that? Saving is so important. That's one of the main things I wish I knew back then. Save your money. Save it. And I know some people be like, well, F it, YOLO, like you can't take it with you, given that's true. But well, everybody's situation is different as far as living circumstances, as far as moving out, etc. But save your money. Because once you graduate, even if you do or do not go to college, you're gonna need that money. I promise you that. You're gonna need that money. And don't just save it for a specific thing. Like, let's say you saving for a car. That's fine, save for the car. But once you get done saving for the car, you get your car, keep saving. You get what I'm saying? Because once you hit 18, I ain't even gonna say once you hit 18, because I know a lot of people say once you hit 18, you're gonna see why you shouldn't have been in a rush to be grown. Honestly, 18 ain't necessarily grown per se. Like, but once you hit, I would say around like 2021, like, you're gonna start to wish you saved that money from when you was 18 and when you was 19, because life gets to rolling quick with them priorities, boo. And not even just that, like, I just feel like, let's say you graduate and you do live with your parents. You graduate high school, you living with your parents, you don't got no bills, you ain't got no priorities. Let's just say you living not necessarily the perfect life, but you're well kept. You ain't gotta worry about no financial responsibility. You still need to save that money. Okay, take what I'm saying serious. You need to save your money, y'all, because there's gonna come a day, even if it's not today in this present moment, there's going to come a day where you do want to move out. You do want a new car. You may catch a flat tire. Like, life be life and life happens, and you always want to have something put up. It does not matter. Like, even if it's just a little bit of your check, save your money, always pay yourself, and start early. Because I started paying myself early. I started saving, not early, a little later. Like, I was working so much throughout my whole high school career, none of that money was put up, none of that money was saved. I touched a lot of money, I feel like, a decent amount. I'm not gonna just say, oh, I just, but a decent amount of money. Had I put that up, I would have been moved out of where I'm living at right now. I would have been gone. But I can't fault myself for that, because you're young, you're gonna F up some money. That life. But I'm here to tell y'all right now, from my past mistakes, which it wasn't necessarily a mistake because you live and you learn, but y'all see what I'm saying. So always pay yourself no matter what, because even if you're comfortable with where you're at right now in your life, there's gonna always come a day, I promise you, where something comes up, or even if nothing comes up, you're gonna want to do something. You're gonna want to do something. You're gonna want to move. You're gonna want to do this. You're gonna want to travel. You're gonna want to do something, but you have no money put up. So guess what? You're counting on the next check. What if you got bills to that next check? Or what if that next check not enough? So make sure y'all just pay yourself, okay? Just pay yourself for real. Word of advice from Big Lady Biggest. Save that money. That bag ain't worth it. That wig, heavy on the I love my maintenance too. So that's one thing I would never cut out of my expenses. But all that excessive shopping and unnecessary purchases, I stopped that a couple of years ago. But I'm like, it's giving real unnecessary. I got big girl dreams, Boogie. Like, F the bag, F them shoes. You feel what I'm saying? So save your money for real. Now let's do one more topic, y'all. I'm not sure what I want this topic to be. Honestly, like, let's see. I feel like we should end it all with a bang, but it's just like, what should it be? Like, I want it to be something good. Okay, so my last topic can be controversial, I feel like. It can be a little controversial. Some people may believe in God, some people may not. If you don't, then by all means, you can click off the video or skip whatever, however you feel. But to all my girlies that do believe in God, pray. That's my next topic, y'all. Pray, 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 and get closer to God. I grew up, backstory, I grew up going to church, okay? I grew up going to church. Now, I didn't have a heavy religious family, but we still went to church giving. My mom always taught us to believe in God, but it wasn't just like, but I didn't live in a really strict religious household where some people I can't really explain the words I'm trying to, what I'm trying to say, but y'all get what I'm saying? Some people come up where they're overly, it's no such thing as overly religious, but y'all get what I'm saying? I feel like I was in the middle, if that makes sense. So my family was religious, we believe in God, but they weren't to the point where it was they was beating that into us. You get what I'm saying? They was hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. So I've always believed in God given, but I can honestly say, I would say, because I graduated 2020, y'all, so I can honestly say around maybe 2024, maybe, I just really got in tune with God, more than normal. I would pray, but it wasn't a priority. Once COVID hit, I stopped going to church giving, which that's partially my fault, partially not my fault, because of COVID. I didn't want to none of my family really wanted to be in church simply because we were all just freaked out by COVID, along with thousands and millions of other people. So once COVID kind of died down, we never started going back. And then 2024, or was it the beginning of this year actually? No, 2024, I believe, is when I started going back to church. And I'm still inconsistent. And I also want to say, just because you don't go to church don't mean that the next person that does go to church is better than you. And I also want to touch on that as well, because I feel like I've been in a situation before where I was kind of belittled. My religious beliefs were kind of belittled, given the fact of me not going to church on the regular. And I just want to say this, and sometimes I still fight with these emotions where I feel like, dang, how can I tell somebody else to believe in God and pray and do this and do that if I ain't going to church? Because once again, I did partially go up in the church, so that's probably also why I feel that way. But it's dang, I be dang, can I really be spreading his word or trying to encourage people to have a relationship with God and I don't go to church? Yes, I can do that, because I genuinely feel deep in my heart, I feel whether I go to church or not it doesn't, how can I put this? What's the right word? That doesn't make my relationship with God less than because I don't go to church. You get what I'm saying? Now, given I would love to go to church because it makes me feel better as a Christian to go to church. You get what I'm saying? It really does. But given my work schedule, and I'm not gonna lie, I had horrible lifestyle habits to the point where I just couldn't lock in with church. And then it's once I did start locking in, I began to get inconsistent because once again, work and just lifestyle factors and stuff like that. So I started to feel dang, I knew God still loved me. I knew that, that wasn't necessary, God didn't hate me because, oh, you're not going to church. But I just got to a point where I'm dang, this needs to be a priority for me. And given it still does, but I just want to say that you don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God, okay? You don't have to go to talk to God, study his word, pray every day. I've gotten so consistent with prayer, and I can honestly see the difference in my life. And there's no guide to praying. Don't let nobody tell you don't psych yourself out to believe you don't know how to pray. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. As long as you have a mouth to speak, you know how to pray. period. Okay, so praying has really grown me closer to God. And y'all, if you do believe in God, I'm telling you right now, start consistently praying, start studying his word. And I can't really speak on that too much because me personally, this is I'm being as humble as possible right now with y'all. I don't study his word. I don't know the Bible like that. And sometimes, once again, I somewhat beat myself up about that too. But I gotta tell myself, I'm new to this. Yes, I grew up in the church, but reading the Bible was not instilled in me. Certain things when it comes to God was just not instilled in me. All I knew was just go to church. But no, it's more than just going to church. And that's probably why I feel the way that I do about feel like I don't need to go to have a relationship with God, which, given it's true, you don't need to go to church to have a relationship with God. But I have a love-hate relationship with the concept only because I grew up in the church and I still didn't feel like the right things was necessarily instilled in me, as in the same way you run to church, you need to run to God. You can pray anywhere. You can pray in your car, you can pray in the house, you can pray in the shower. You get what I'm saying? You can read the Bible anywhere during your free time. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about church at the end of the day. So I also have to tell myself that as well. But yeah, y'all, my advice right now to y'all is to start praying. If you believe in God, make it a consistent thing to just talk to him. First things first. I feel like that's if I'm gonna give you any type of guide to get closer with God, that's gonna be the first thing because it's the easiest thing and it's gonna help. And then once you talk to him, he's gonna help you get closer to him. You know what I'm saying? It'll be instilled in you more and you will start to see that. So I just feel like first just start praying. If you don't go to church, if you don't read his word, if you don't know the Bible, if you don't know not one scripture, start with prayer. Pray. And I've always prayed, but y'all have gotten so consistent with praying and just believing that he is in control more, because I had a habit of that the quote where they say you can't worry and pray because that's contradicting God. You can't pray about it and still worry about it. So I've been living by that, y'all. I've been trying. I'm still a work in progress. It's always gonna be a work in progress, y'all. But seriously, start with prayer. If you don't do nothing else, y'all, pray, and just talk to God. Talk to God the same way you talk that on the phone to your homegirl, or the same way you pillow talking with that man. Talk to the Lord, and you'll start to see a difference. And then, given with time, you'll want to go to church. You'll want to study his word. You'll want to do these things. And given, once again, I'm telling y'all this, but I'm a work in progress myself, and these are things that I need to work on as well. Because if I'm being real with y'all, the only thing that I have made a really good habit is praying. I don't study his word like I should. I go to church, but not like I should. And once again, I'm very, on the edge with the whole church situation. But once again, I might just have to pray about it. You know what I'm saying? That God just places me in the right church. Because sometimes I feel like maybe it's just the church that I'm going to. You get so comfortable in the church whole time, you're not receiving the word because you're that environment may just not be for you. You get what I'm saying? So the church you grew up in may not be your forever home. Or sometimes you have to move on. As an adult, sometimes maybe you realize dang, this is not the pastor for me. Maybe this is not the church for me. So I feel like maybe that's part of the reason why I feel the way that I feel now about church as well. Maybe I just need a new church home. And once again, there's nothing wrong with it. So my advice to y'all is get close to God and stop confiding in other humans and confide in the Lord. Okay? Seriously, y'all, because I feel like I used to confide so hard in other people in my circle, in my life, friends and partners and stuff. And it's okay to do that, given, but honestly, truly, God is gonna be God is the number one, and he is the one that's gonna carry you through your trials and tribulations, baby. I promise you. Not to preach for y'all to get in too deep, but honestly, y'all, for real. So yes, y'all, I really want to do another topic, but I also don't want this video to be too long. So if you do want another girl talk video, make sure y'all comment down below. Make sure y'all follow me on all my social media accounts. It'll be in the description box, the intro and the outro. But yes, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you notified everything got So you can be notified every single time your girl upload a video that's on her on the road to big 20K and not the little one, yeah. So that's basically gonna be the end of this video. I feel like I had some good topics. This kind of was off the dome and like random kind of sort of, because I really just needed some content to post for y'all. So I hope y'all actually enjoyed it. I know the lighting was not the best, aesthetic is not the best, but as long as you heard what I said, boo, because I just gave y'all some real tea, some real advice, okay? So yes, y'all, that's gonna be the end of this girl talk video. I feel like even a man could watch this though. Like, is it really girl talk? I feel like it. I'm one thing about me, I'm very neutral. I'm not the girly that bashes men all that. And let's talk about that real quick. Since I want to run a topic, stop bashing men. That's gonna be my last topic. Stop bashing these men. Given a lot of men ain't, but a lot of women ain't either. And I genuinely believe all men are not the same. I really do genuinely believe that. And I'm so tired of women going against men. This generation, women and men are against each other. We need to be for each other. Can you clock it? Like, okay, no, I don't need a man. Okay, a man may not need me, right? But sometimes we're better together. You just have to find your person. Once again, pray about it. Pray about it. Pray that the Lord placed the right man in your life. Pray that the Lord remove that hate from your heart that your dad instilled in you when you was a kid because he left. No shade, no tea. That's real. Like, a lot of women hold hate in their heart because of childhood trauma, because of their dads, or because of molestation, because of many different factors. And some women don't have it a good reason. They just hopping on this bandwagon of bashing men because of a failed relationship. Listen, I'm for the men. If I'm being honest, I stay very neutral though. So, sometimes women be right and sometimes the men be right. Let's lay it out on the table. But it just depends on who you talking to, what man you're talking to, what man you're around. And I feel like I said, a lot of the time this come from childhood trauma of who you grew up around, your father, your siblings, the men you came up around. And my advice to that would be seek therapy. Like, I feel like once you get to a certain age, and I spoke on this in my last girl talk video, once you get to a certain age, y'all, like, you cannot blame your childhood trauma on the way that you act in your adulthood. You have to eventually let that go. You cannot say, oh, well, I'm not shit because my daddy wasn't shit. Huh? Once you get grown and of age, and I'm not saying it's easy to let go of childhood trauma. No, that's not what I'm saying. But stop using that as a reason to be a shitty person. Period. Because that karma gonna eat you up. And you using your childhood trauma as an excuse is not gonna block that karma from you. I promise you. So stop using childhood trauma as a reason for you to be a terrible person in your adulthood. Heavy on it when you're in your adulthood. Heal. Go heal. I ain't saying it's gonna be easy. Go heal. Go get therapy. Hell, even if you don't believe in therapy, just talk to God. That's, once again, just talk to God, like, for real, because childhood trauma is real, okay? It's real, and I understand 1000%. But let's just back to the main topic at hand here. Sometimes men need women and sometimes women need men. Sometimes we don't need each other, but in reality of the situation, every woman is not the same and every man is not the same. Given, honestly. And I know it's hard to change that mindset when you've dealt with a lot of BS in your life with these niggas and these men, but sometimes you just have to ask for discernment. Pray and ask for that discernment, boo. Just ask for that discernment, boo, and the Lord gonna give it to you. And one thing about the Lord, and that's another advice about God, like, he may not always come when you want him, but he always there when you need him, okay? I promise you that. So sometimes you may feel like, oh, my prayers are unanswered, I'm confused, I'm this, I'm that. I be feeling the same way, but that don't mean that God don't hear you and God ain't working for you and in your power. But you also can't be a shitty person and then contradict yourself, getting on your knees and praying, for an amazing husband and an amazing partnership and all this extra stuff when you out here dogging and treating people like they ain't shit. You done, oh child, I don't want to get in too deep, but all I'm saying is don't get me wrong, we're all work in progress. None of us are perfect, and I'm not saying don't pray because you got stuff you need to work on, or you got bad habits, because we all do. But all I'm saying is, don't put on a mask. You feel what I'm saying? Don't put on a mask like you're a great person and you want all these great things out of life, but you're being shitty to everyone else. Okay, clock it, boo. No, like literally, that's literally all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna speak on about that. The men versus women thing. Can we please, daddy? This generation we going against each other so bad, especially and let's talk about the fact that we in the black community, like, come on, we don't need to be going against each other. That's what we set up to lose. We set up to fail because we going against each other. We already taking the L when we going against each other in the black community. So I just feel like women and men, like, can we stop, please? Like, can we stop giving? I know some niggas ain't shit, some women ain't shit. Like, that's life though. But like the whole like alpha nigga and this is and the third, and then niggas be like, these bitches ain't nothing, and they don't do this and they don't do that. And it's just like, why are we always bashing each other? Like, just say you're not healed without saying you're not healed. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't sit and bash niggas all day, and I don't sit and say all men are the same and niggas ain't that. Go heal. Can everybody just go heal, please? Let's talk about that. Ain't nothing wrong with therapy, boo. Go get some therapy. Do whatever it is you need to do. And y'all know what my advice, because I've been saying this whole video. Go pray about it, boo. But for real, okay, yeah. It's getting hot in here, boo, because, yeah, clock it. But for real, y'all, okay, I'm done. I just had to speak on that. It just came to my heart. I had to say it because I did want to add a little more into the video. So, yes. But for real, now we can wrap this video up. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're new here, even if you're not new here and you just watching but you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Turn that bell, do all that. Follow me on all my social medias, because your girl back active on TikTok and all my platforms now, period. So make sure y'all follow all my social media accounts in the description box down below, because when I'm not on here, you can best believe I'm on Instagram. And I'm also on my TikTok bag. I'm back in my TikTok bag, period. But yes, y'all, I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.